Hey guys, welcome to the second part of my video about the misconceptions of mental illness. Medication will make it go away, right? Mental illness is a long-term illness. For a lot of people, it will be with them for most or all of their lives. Medication isn't a quick fix. It's just one of the many weapons that you have to battle mental illness. And combining medication with therapy or counselling is just one of the ways that we can combat mental illness. But it's still going to be a long and tedious road, and there's going to be many varying ups and downs along the way. One person told me that they know that their mental illness is going to be with them for the rest of their lives, but it's just something that they need to manage. And someone else told me that accepting their mental illness as part of who they are has been huge in helping them stay well and helping them cope when they relapse. Just get over it. This line, I think, is one of the lines that everyone with a mental illness has heard at least once. Telling somebody to just get over it is kind of like telling someone with cancer to just stop having cancer. It shows a complete lack of understanding and support, and it just makes someone feel a lot worse about the situation they're in. I think that there are many people who either don't understand or don't believe that mental illnesses are illnesses. They think that someone with depression is just sad, or someone who has anxiety is just nervous. But I'm going to tell you, mental illness is very real, and it very much is an illness. As I just mentioned, treatment can be hard and long, and if we could just get over it, we definitely would. You should be able to notice your triggers or warning signs. Just because somebody has a mental illness doesn't necessarily mean they actually understand it. Noticing your triggers and warning signs can be very difficult. I know that personally, even though I've had counselling and learnt about the way I think, I often have trouble noticing my warning signs when it comes to a relapse. And I think that's kind of the nature of mental illness as well. It can cloud your thinking, and your triggers and warning signs can change as you go through life. And I also want to mention that a lot of people who have mental illnesses might not actually realise that they've got one. I think it's very common for people to not really understand why they're feeling the way they do or what's going on in their mind until maybe someone else kind of points it out for them. Mental illness is kind of shameful. Look, we're not in the 50s or the 60s anymore. People aren't shunned off to mental asylums, and lobotomies aren't handed out like candy. We live in a time where people aren't shocked to hear about mental illness, but somehow there's still this stigma that surrounds it, and there really shouldn't be. I know that sometimes I still feel that awkward, uncomfortable feeling when I mention my depression to someone for the first time, and I shouldn't have to feel that way. I also don't like nicknames and terms such as the black dog, because I feel like they aren't honest, and they kind of contribute to the idea that we should hide mental illness away. I just think that we should just be real when we talk about mental illness and just say what it actually is. And that's really the only way that we're going to get rid of this stigma. If you have a loved one with a mental illness, I really hope that these videos have helped you learn or understand a little bit more. And just remember that they really just need your love and support. And to anybody who's going through a mental illness, please take care of yourself, and just remember that there's always somewhere or someone you can go to talk if you're feeling down. I'm going to provide some links in the description of some resources that you can access. And did I miss out on anything? Put them in the comments and maybe I'll make another video. But thanks for watching, I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a really good day.